Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan. I want to thank every single one of you for watching this video. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and consider subscribing, because this is going to be the #1 source that you can actually have Arizona Cardinal talk. Yeah, guys, so today what we're actually going to be talking about, the actual preview going to be Kyler Murray versus Lamar Jackson. Now, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals versus the Baltimore Ravens. That's the actual game that's going to be happening. But basically, it's going to be a feud between two mobile quarterbacks going at it head-to-head. Now, I do got some actual things that the Arizona Cardinals do need to actually look forward to basically not so much take down the Baltimore Ravens, but to kind of give you a heads up as far as something that you should be looking for, because this game is going to be one of those games that's going to be really, really hard for us to win, because we do not have very much luck in the East Coast, especially like that 10 o'clock shift where it's 10 o'clock here and it's like 1 over there. I feel like they just never ever do good in the East Coast during that time frame. So guys, that's what we're going to go ahead and get into today, guys. Let's go ahead and get it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and preview the Arizona Cardinal game versus the Baltimore Raven game that's going to be happening this Sunday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. Now, first thing I want everybody to basically go ahead and do is basically drop a like, drop a comment. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the Arizona Sports Fan. It really means a lot to me. We have been growing actually pretty rapidly, so I really do appreciate all the new subscribers that actually came through, guys. So, like I was mentioning before, #1 person we need to look out for is obviously going to be Lamar Jackson, corporate enemy #1. This guy right here is a mobile quarterback, and he has recently worked on his throwing. So he's actually became more accurate, at least towards the Dolphins anyways. I mean, there's rumors that the Dolphins is basically tanking for one of the new quarterbacks that is actually coming by. So it might be a little bit of that the Dolphins are really that bad, or is the Baltimore Ravens really that good? Now, it was a actual beatdown. It was like 59-10 or something like that. So the Baltimore Ravens, I want to say, is somewhere down the middle, where they're actually a really good team, but they're probably not as great as 59 points, because I don't think they're going to be able to drop 59 points every game. I mean, let's be completely honest here. So getting back to Lamar Jackson, this man is a beast. Not only is he fast running, he can actually throw the ball now. So that's double the scariness. This man's stats for week 1, now granted it is against the Dolphins, but still, this guy had 324 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. My goodness, like, God, this is going to be a really, really scary game. I mean, especially with Mark Ingram and the backfield. This guy also rushed for a touchdown, and he also got a rookie receiver, our former #1 wideout that Kyler Murray had as an Oklahoma Sooner. Marquise Hollywood Brown is now, I'm not going to say #1 wide receiver to Lamar Jackson, but I'm pretty sure he's actually psyching up to be a superstar in the making. So guys, those are the 3 people that we actually need to look forward to. Hollywood Brown basically taking the top off. Mark Ingram basically with his power back, running through people, and we have Lamar Jackson that can basically run. He's really quick, and also he can basically pass. Now, something that Arizona Cardinals need to actually go ahead and do is we need to make sure that we contain Lamar Jackson and make sure we force him to throw the ball. Now, I think one of the big things that actually occurred in the Dolphins game is that the safety was basically sucked in, which only had Marquise Brown basically had one person to beat, and that guy's a speedster, so he can probably burn a lot of actual people. So one thing I think the Arizona Cardinals are going to be disciplined is we have 2 awesome safeties in DJ Swearinger and also Budda Baker. So I don't feel like they're going to basically, break off, coverage and basically just be as horrible as the actual Dolphins were in that specific game. So, guys, that's one thing that we really need to go ahead and do. The defense need to make sure that we actually keep him contained. We need to keep Lamar Jackson contained in the pocket. Now, I understand it's actually going to be really, really hard because we had Stafford breaking for like 10 yards on a couple runs last week, which was actually pretty frustrating because that guy's not very fast. But anyways, we do need to make sure we contain him. I'm not sure if always keeping an actual QB spy is going to be the best way to go because they do have some pretty awesome wide receivers on their end as well. But we got to make sure we contain that guy because he is a beast running and apparently now just throwing the ball. Now, Mark Ingram he came from the actual Saints. This guy is a baller. He actually broke out with the Saints, and now he actually moved on to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this guy is a power back. He will run you over. If you don't have 2 or 3 people on this man, he will run you over. So that's one thing that I actually do fear because coming into preseason, we had this whole big thing that the Arizona Cardinals cannot stop the run. So it would be really, really a kind of punch to the gut if we're not able to stop to stop Mark Ingram. And then, of course, Marquise Brown, like I mentioned before, he can take the top off. So, guys, those are going to be our main things that we need to do to stop Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, and Marquise Brown. I think we have a pretty good chance at this game if we're able to utilize the stuff that we actually did in the fourth quarter. Now, we had a whole week to prepare. Now, I understand it's about 2 to 3 days out of the week that they actually had to prepare, but I want Kyler Murray to actually realize that this game is not so much a must-win, but it's a game that everybody's going to be watching. We have 2 of the most dynamic players currently right now battling at it, and you can be sure that this game, if it's all hyped up to be, if it's not going to be a blowout, then they're going to be talking about it on Monday on every national basically channel out there. It's going to be something reference to Kyler Murray versus Lamar Jackson, and I just don't want it to disappoint. I really want it to be a really good game, and in order for that to actually happen, the Cardinals need to start fast. They need to get David Johnson. If they're at the 1 yard line and you have David Johnson, you send that guy in there and basically shove everybody who said that we're playing pretty boy football. You need to send David Johnson in there and make sure he gets that actual touchdown. There's that. And don't be too cute. One thing that Cliff Kingsbury said is that he actually was trying to be too cute with all the play calls that he actually had, especially at the 1 yard line. Like, come on. Like, that's something that you do need to basically learn from. And I think Cliff Kingsbury is one of those coaches that he actually meant it when he said that, there's a lot for me to actually learn, or, I got to stop being too cute. I actually do feel like he actually meant it, which is honestly really, really good to hear. And I do hope that actually his first, game as an NFL head coach, he actually learns from it, which is going to be pretty awesome, guys. So I honestly think we're going to have a pretty good chance at this game. If it's not going to be a tie, I'm sorry, not a tie, I swear. No more ties. I'm done with ties. If it's not going to be a really close game, I want it to be a very, very good game. I want it to be a great game. I'm really excited for this game, which is going to be pretty awesome, but I think all is well as long as this doesn't happen again.
You're not quite athletic enough to make that move, J.R. Sweezy.
So you have chosen death.
Alright, guys, so that's going to be my preview of this actual game. I feel like it's going to be a really, really good game. It's going to be whoever's head coach kind of, has the best game plan at the bottom line. And a lot of people are basically picking the Baltimore Ravens because they do have John Harbaugh and they do actually have that experience in the NFL. So, it's really up to the Arizona Cardinals to basically prove it. If we came out with the W against the Baltimore Ravens, that would be so awesome. I would be so ecstatic about it. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this actual preview for this game. You already know who my points and who I think we're actually supposed to stop, or who we should stop and who we should focus on to actually have some success in this game, guys. If there's something that I might have missed, go ahead and let me know. Let me know that, there's something that I missed. Go ahead and drop a comment below. And like I said, if you are a new subscriber, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the community of the Arizona sports fan, guys. So that's pretty much all I got for this episode, guys. I'm out.